Hi, this is Dr. Mandy Blackwelder from Healing Arts Animal Care. We are a veterinary rehabilitation center in Beaverton, Oregon, and today I would like to talk to you about the importance of the microbiome in our dogs and cats and what we can do about it. So the microbiome, by definition, is all of the bacteria and living flora that is inside our intestinal tract. And it is actually the largest living organ in our bodies. So, we think about our heart and our lungs and things like that. This is actually an organ in and of itself. And when we started looking at the microbiome in the 70s, and we were supplementing and, eating yogurt when you were on antibiotics, it was like, oh, 1 million organisms. That's so exciting. And we thought we were replacing what antibiotics were taking away. And what we've found over time is that the more we research it, the more we need in terms of supporting our gut, but also the more we research it, the more organisms we find that are associated with different areas of the gut. We are also finding that each area of the gut has its own little universe of bacteria. So what we're doing when we're supplementing with probiotics is actually feeding the good guys so that they can overwhelm the bad guys. Things that affect the microbiome are not only environmental things like what we're eating, but also endocrine things like, are we diabetic? Do we have pancreatitis? All those kind of things. And the two things definitely balance each other. For example, on the human side, they have found that humans that are on probiotics are less insulin resistant than humans that are not on probiotics when we're talking about diabetes. So in our dogs and cats, we tend to think of it more for GI issues than anything else. However, probiotics are huge, in my opinion, in the management of anxiety. About 60% of our GABA and our serotonin, which are our happy brain chemicals, are actually produced in the gut. So if our gut flora is not appropriately balanced, then we struggle with balancing our happy chemicals. And in our dogs and cats, that can look like the dog that's slowing down, or the dog that has chronic diarrhea that just sort of isn't himself. So those things are significant. In terms of numbers, like I said, we used to think 1 million was amazing. Most of the veterinary products that were original to the market and were FDA approved are 5 to 10 billion. And nothing wrong with those amounts, but what we're finding is that, particularly in animals that have GI disease, that we need about 20 billion per 20 pounds. So we want to be sure we're getting the right amount for the dog. So the company that we use is called VisBiome. VisBiome, there is a vet side and a human side. The vet side has 2 different products, one for little guys, one for bigger guys. For my big guys, I tend to use the human product. It's actually a lot cheaper. So this is a packet that you put over the food, and it's 450 billion organisms. 8 different types of bacteria in here, which just helps kind of cover all of the different feeding that our microbiome needs. The VisBiome Vet comes in 112 billion and 225 billion for our small guys and our medium-sized guys. This one's a capsule. This one is also a packet. Flavor-wise, most dogs take to it very nicely because it's kind of yeasty tasting, so it'll take on the flavor of whatever we put it in. Cats, of course, are always a little tricky, and so it can be given in a capsule and hidden in something or popped down your cat. Probiotics, incredibly important to maintaining health, particularly if we have ongoing GI issues. Again, I'm Dr. Mandy Blackwelder from Healing Arts Animal Care in Beaverton, Oregon. Our phone number is 971-703-3303, or you can visit our website, www.healingartsanimalcare.com.